Eco tick. Oh, eco, eco, eco top.
Hey.
Eco tick. Oh, eco, eco, eco top. Eco tick. Oh, eco, eco, eco top. Eco tick. Oh, eco, eco top. This eco, eco is a cuckoo in my car.
Busy day today, a lot of running around getting things done. I did get a new toolbox. It's actually the top of a toolbox. My wife got this for me for Father's Day. It was a clearance thing and got a heck of a deal on it. It's 6 feet wide. I don't have a bottom for it, but for now I think I'm going to make a bottom for it, more of a cabinet. It's not really going to have drawers in it. It'll just be a cabinet. And that way I can put this mess back in here. A lot of these tools, orbital sanders and lots of miscellaneous things that are just piled up under there, I can then put down in the cabinet. Maybe I could clear this one out. Thinking of, I need to measure this. Maybe I could turn this over on its side and use that as the body of it. I could just have a door that either flops down or flops up and I'd be pretty good to go. I just need to make a base with some wheels on it. The truck is running good. The power steering pump, it's actually pretty quiet. There just seems to be a couple of spots in it that intermittently will make a moaning, groaning noise. Thinking it may work itself out of that. If not, it's really not any worse than it was before. Up on the license plate wall, I still don't have my last license plates put up there. For the last week or so, one, it's been horribly hot. And two, I've been cleaning out grain bins and so forth, and you get done doing that, especially in the heat, you don't feel like doing a whole heck of a lot. So I will be getting those up on the wall, and if you have a license plate or anything else for that matter that you'd like to send to the Fox shop, the address is in the description below.
Eco tick. Oh, eco, eco, eco top.
Hey.
Eco tick.
Beautiful morning here in central Iowa. A little breezy right where I'm standing, I guess. Probably picking it up on the camera. It's only about 8 o'clock in the morning and it's in the middle 60s, upper 60s maybe. I did get my owl hung up. One thing I need to get done on my truck today, right around the wheel well, I don't know what happened. I got a chunk taken out right there, evidently by a rock or something, and another one right back here. So I need to touch that up. Those are the only places on the truck that that has happened to. The rest of it looks good, so not sure what's going on there. I need to go pay my internet bill. I have to take my daughter she's in a summer daycare type program, and they're going to an iCubs baseball game today. So I need to get her taken to that. Then I need to get up and pay the internet bill and fix my truck, getting a haircut later this afternoon finally, and need to get the oil changed in the generator at some point. We're going to be heading up to the cabin for an extended stay and need to start getting things ready. Also, I did a little work on my wife's old Tahoe. She wants to take that up to the cabin. I'm taking the truck. She has to work, so me and my daughter are going up a day early and get things ready. But I was looking at her Tahoe yesterday, and I put my fuel pressure gauge on it, and it appears to be low on fuel pressure. It's been dying. You have to drive it for a couple of hours, and then all of a sudden, it'll just decide it doesn't want to run anymore. You pull over. Usually it'll start right back up in a few seconds. The last time it took like a half hour. So seems to be low on fuel pressure. I ordered a pump last night and it should be arriving the day after tomorrow. So that will be coming up. I haven't got a video out in the last several days. Had a little problem with the laptop. Keyboard doesn't seem to want to work. So I ordered a new keyboard. It's arriving today in a few hours. and I'll get that fixed. Also going to be going over my internet setup down here in the shop. There seem to be several people interested in that since I'm quite a ways away from the house and I get pretty good internet down here now with the way I have things set up. I'm going to go over that and give a little review. As far as this toolbox goes, I don't have much of anything in it yet. Well, nothing in there. Just a few little things. Not exactly sure how I want to organize this thing. And also been looking at some organizers for it as far as sockets, wrenches, that type of thing go. Also, as far as our little trip up to the cabin goes, we're going to be up there for several days. One thing we're going to be doing is building or rebuilding. We tore the old one off. We're going to be building a new deck on the front of the cabin, and might get some of that on here. I'd really like to do some vlogging while I'm up there. We'll see how it all works out. One thing I really do want to do while we're up there is I want to do a lot of cooking over the fire, and I'm going to be buying some new supplies for that. I need to look up lots of different things for cooking over the fire. We enjoy doing that, haven't done it for several years, and plan on doing a lot of it. The cabin is about 150 miles away, overlooks a nice little fishing pond. It's a pretty nice getaway for us in the summertime. So while 150 miles really isn't too far, at least the old girl gets to get out and stretch her legs a little bit. So right now it is 8:30 in the morning. I need to get back up to the house, wake my daughter up, get her ready to go, and then I need to start getting errands done. I also need to wash the truck. Apparently, there was a bird that wanted to buy it because they made a deposit on it. I hate when that happens. I backed this thing out of here just outside the shop. Well, not directly outside the door, but around that way just a little bit. I swept the floor of the shop a couple nights ago. Wasn't out there very long, but when I went out to pull it back in, that happened. What are you gonna do today, Moxie Dog? Sit there and look around? The wife took her Tahoe to work today, left her Mitsubishi here, trying to run all the gas out of it. Well, it's afternoon now, got the kid taken to the daycare. Internet bill is paid, just got done installing my new keyboard and everything seems to be working good, so now I can upload some videos. Right now though, I'm gonna get started on this. I'm gonna try repairing that with the tinnable Raptor liner that I used on it in the first place, have some left over, give it a shot. So there's the Raptor liner, there's the hardener. You mix it 3 parts bed liner to 1 part hardener, and then you can add, it says up to 10% tint. So I'm gonna get that mixed up and we'll see what we can do. So I got my bed liner all mixed up. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. I've got 1 coat on there. You can see it, it's right there. So I think it's gonna end up being pretty much unnoticeable. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up and then I'll show you when I'm done. Well, I've got 2 coats of this bed liner on. It's right there. There and right there. So I think that will be pretty undetectable once I'm all done. I had a hard time finding the back one and I know where they are. Okay, I'm pretty much done, I believe. Where is it? Right there, if you can see it. If I didn't know that there was a chip there, I don't think I would ever notice that. And I just got done with the front one. It's still a little wet, so you can tell it a little bit more. But I think once it dries, it's gonna be pretty undetectable. Pretty happy with how that's turning out. I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to touch it up very good, but that's why I kept all this stuff. And pretty simple. Over the rest of the truck, around all the other wheels and all along the bottom, there aren't any chips or anything. I was going to take the truck on a little field trip today. I need to run down to Walmart. I need a new cordless mouse. That took a crap as well. It kind of sort of worked, but the little adapter that plugs in the computer, you had to fiddle with it. I tried my wife's mouse in my computer, it worked fine, so I need to get a new cordless mouse. Also wanting to get some new just run around shirts in for when we go up to the cabin, maybe some shorts, that kind of thing. Want to look at some camping and fishing stuff, so just miscellaneous stuff that needs to be done before we go. Also need to get some oil for the generator as I'm out. So I'm just gonna let that sit the rest of the day. Guess I have to take the Tahoe down to Walmart. So it's after 6 o'clock now. I've just been running around all day, it seems like. And here's the finished product on the back, which I don't think I could even tell where it was. On the front, however, right there, I can tell it anyway. I don't know if anybody just walking by would notice it or not, but I'm gonna stare at it every time I see it. So I think I'm going to touch that up again. So I put a little more on this, and the one in back you really can't tell at all. The one in the front, yeah, a little bit. Somebody walking by it or driving by, whatever, they're never gonna see it, so I'm gonna call it good right now. Turning out to be a beautiful evening. It was rather hot today. It was like 95 today, but right now I don't know what the temperature is, but it feels pretty darn good. I did, however, get the last run of plates up on the wall. Had a big run of Nebraska plates over here, and these funky ones over right here. And the other little one I put clear up on top over here, matches these other ones. That's all I've got today. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Oh, Tico, Tico, Tock, this Tico, Tico, he's a cuckoo in my car.